My name is Yuri, and I want to tell you about our spin-out CAVI and the reactor utilizing the power of cavitation. But first, let's talk about energy. So trends and rise of the renewables is a topic of many such talks, but I'm not here to tell you how great and cheap wind and solar are, but rather about an established solution that is holding several key components crucial for the green transition. So storage and reliable production independent of the weather conditions. And that's biogas. Biogas is a natural byproduct in the process of cow digestion. So let me introduce you Liska, a typical Slovenian cow. She chews on the organic feedstock, pre-treating it to release the nutrients for the anaerobic bacteria living in her gut. And these bacteria digest the nutrients, providing cow the life energy, and as a side product, make methane-rich biogas. Now, to produce the biogas on an industrial scale, we use anaerobic digesters. These function essentially the same as the cow's gut. So they're full of the anaerobic bacteria producing biogas, and this biogas can be then furtherly used to produce heat or fuel or electricity or refined to the biomethane. So the digester is fed by various types of feedstock, usually some kind of waste such as sewage, food, and agricultural waste. But there's a catch. This already complex biological process of digestion is slowed down by hard to digest feedstocks. It can take more than a month. And to speed it up, as cows do by chewing, what we need is pre-treatment. Our solution is to use the power of bubbles, but not just any type of bubbles, but a specific type that appear and disappear in a matter of microseconds. And in this short amount of time, they release enormous amounts of energy, resulting in extremely high local pressures and temperatures. And these bursts of bubbles are also found in nature. They're used by the pistol shrimps, which induce the bubble with rapid clamp motion to lethally stun their prey. The phenomenon of this destructive bubble bursting is called cavitation, and it is the core of our technology. So what we need is a specific type of bubbles for this to work. Even more, to use the bubbles and their energy as a reliable, industrially applicable pre-treatment method, we had to develop a consistent environment to focus this energy of the burst. That took us more than 10 years, 5 PhDs and 2 million plus in funding, but we managed. We are now at a point where we know exactly how to control the burst within this reactor that you see in the video. And do you see these white flashes? These are the destructive burst shockwaves. So we have developed a pilot system, which is now being tested on an industrial scale. It's a plug and play system, easy to retrofit, and uses no chemical agents, but just electricity to operate. And what's the best? It produces no side products. So let's get back to the biogas plant. An average European biogas plant uses 10,000 tons of feedstock to produce 3,000 megawatt hours of electrical energy annually, an approximate consumption of 300 households. So when such a plant decides to use our reactor to pre-treat their hard to digest feedstock, it will improve the biogas yield by 10 to 20%, which means about 50,000 annual increase in electricity revenue. So there are 19,000 biogas plants in Europe, representing the market worth 950 million euros, assuming the 15% production increase as the price of our device. And the market is going to rapidly grow due to the legally binding EU goals supported by the recovery package and the energy independence proposal by the EU. So it will reach twofold biogas production by 2030 and fivefold biogas production by 2050. Our business strategy is starting with a laboratory biogas yield improvement evaluation. First, we will take the client's feedstock and the digester content sample, process it, and make a yield comparison. Following is an on-site installation and service agreement, which is based on the benefit sharing. With this, we will be constantly pushing towards the operation optimization. We talked to the biggest biogas producer in the area, who will probably be one of our earlier adopters, and they are really excited about our proposition. Most biogas plants don't use any pretreatment, and the number of commercially available solutions is really low. The giants in this industry are offering a thermal hydrolysis-based system, which is not suitable for retrofitting, but only for new built plants, and comes with an extreme cost. Available cavitation processing devices are mostly based on the technology of acoustic cavitation, which has an inevitable scalability issue, making it very, very expensive when we are making a large-scale devices. The few devices similar to ours, which use old dimpled rotor technology, come with very small channels and are not suitable for feedstocks with larger particles due to clogging. So our plan is to carry out 2 case studies starting early next year, optimizing the operation from there on the industrial scale, and officially entering the market in the beginning of 2025. For that, we are seeking 500,000, and from there on, we are aiming to penetrate approximately 10% of the EU market. So our financial forecast indicates 3-year payback period with a break-even point only a year after entering the market. And we will launch our product in Europe because of its great legislation. And however, CAVI has a great expansion potential, aiming next towards Asia, which has a 2 times bigger market. But nevertheless, we are planning to expand in other branches with demand for liquid processing and intensification, such as pharma, chemical, food, and others. Our team consists of excellent scientists with entrepreneurial mindset, and our work in the area of cavitation is widely recognized, as we were awarded the esteemed 2 million ERC Consolidator grant, followed by a 150K proof of concept grant and several other national innovation awards. And to wrap up, let's mimic the nature and pre-process the biogas feedstock to unlock its full potential. And so, as one of our first clients, we, the CAVI team, are very, very excited to embark on this journey towards more efficient biogas production. Thank you very much.